When you get your paycheck, you want to give it a job. This is really important that you give your money a job, because if your money doesn't have a job, it will go do whatever it wants to go do, and you'll wonder where all of it went. It is that simple. So you have to give your money a job. Now, there is the 50-30-20 rule, which says 50% goes to your needs and 30% goes to your wants and 20% goes to your debt and your savings. Nowadays, that's not so much because everything costs more. So you could do like a 70%, 20%, 10%, 70% would go to your needs. So that would be things like rent, car payment, gas, utilities. 20% could go to your wants, like maybe you want to take a yoga class, and then 10% would go to your debt and savings. Now, I actually kind of take a hard line on this. I don't think that this is a good idea if you owe debt, because you're just getting yourself further in debt by spending the money over here. So actually I would flip these, and I would have 10% to my wants and 20% to the debt and to savings. So how does this work when you get your paycheck? This works by setting up auto deposits. If you're having the money automatically deposited into the accounts and you have the money in those accounts automatically paying for different things, that saves you a lot of time and hassle, because you're not missing payments and everything is automated. When everything's automated, it typically goes a lot smoother. For example, we have an auto deposit that goes to our mortgage account, and then we have household expenses, and then we have retirement, which is our savings, and then we have our emergency fund. So all this money is parsed out between these accounts. That way, if I put all the money here, and then I paid this, and I paid that, and I paid that, I guarantee, absolutely guarantee, this wouldn't happen, because this would just gobble it all up. And this probably wouldn't happen, because this would gobble it all up. So you have to have you have to have the automated system in place, so it just does it for you and you don't see the money. It goes to where it needs to go and does its job.